Welcome to Timoteo, Week 4. Jags versus Texans.
That was close. All right. We got excited. Remember, this is an important game. We got the Texans versus the undefeated Jags, and what could be game of the week any other time, guys. Jags 3-0, Texans 2-1, winning a decisive game against the Dolphins without my man Sid. You know what I mean? But you guys did very well. Hey guys, this game right here can determine. It could change the season. Texas can start shooting for the number 1 seed if you guys win this game. The Jags. Are you guys? Is this probably the best opponent that you guys played so far, Jay?
Yeah.
By far, probably, right? Who have you guys beaten so far?
Cardinals, Dolphins.
Are you looking at the fans over there? Pay attention.
Cardinals,
You know all about
Dolphins,
yourself.
And, I forgot the last one. Seahawks.
Gotcha. So Seahawks were tough, so the Texans are probably going to give you a little bit of a better matchup. So Jay, talk a little bit about your team. You new to the Jags. You guys are undefeated. I think you've been 3-0 before, but this is a different kind of feel. You guys got a different swag over there. Tell me about your team over there and what are you loving about it, man?
I love the defense we got. Like I feel like we got solid everything all around.
And how about your teammates? Tell a little bit about your teammates, man. Who's balling over there?
My man Eric balling. Zane got 3 picks on the whole season. I think it is.
So is it you and Eric, are you guys going to be taking turns at quarterback, or what happened this last week?
Oh no, he had a little mistake and I covered up for him.
Okay, gotcha. That's how it is. Always next man up. Sid, I know you have to be hungry to play this game, man. What does it mean to come back and then to be able to knock down the undefeated Jags?
It means a lot because I got suspended for something I did, and I regret for doing that. Put my team in jeopardy.
Right.
Out.
Okay, all right. This suspension already happened. All right, go ahead. But what do you think about the Jags here, man? Who kind of scares you over there? Do you believe the hype?
Nah, it's just a normal team.
So is this a normal team for you?
Yeah,
Now this is by far the best defense you played all year. Like I said, they're only giving up 12 points. Do you think, name some of your weapons on offense? It's going to be tough for these guys to stop.
We got Reek, Shamar, Black Panther, Nate Sean, my little brother, and Omar.
So you guys are kind of spreading the ball to everything. Shout out to Omar, who came through at quarterback last week. I think he threw, 2 touchdowns in this past week, and your defense really stepped it up. I think you guys total had like 5 or 6 interceptions, in this past week, and I think that all kind of stems from the pressure of the quarterback. And we got one of the toughest rushers in the league right now. Why don't you introduce yourself to Timoteo? If they don't already know who you are, let them know who you are, my man.
My name's Tariq. I'm the sacker for the Texans.
So how many sacks do you have so far in the season?
6.
You got 6. So you're definitely one of the league leaders. Now, second in the league? So what does it take to be a good aggressive sacker?
You just keep behind the flag.
I said you have to be relentless, though, right? I mean, you're constantly always going after the quarter. I think other than you getting punched in the face last week, that's the only time I've seen you ever stop on a play. Do you think Eric is going to be as elusive as maybe Dave that you seen a couple weeks ago?
No.
Do you think you can have an easier challenge kind of coming in and attacking Eric?
Mm-hmm.
Has Eric seen a rusher like him so far this year?
No, sir.
Jay? No, you don't
No,
know? You're not
sir.
sure? Listen,
No,
so
sir.
we're going to see. So let's talk a little bit about the Jags a little bit. I mean, Eric is balling. He threw 2 touchdowns this past week, and I think he probably ran in 2 extra points and didn't even start, one drive of the game. So kind of came in. Jay, you kind of threw a touchdown, kind of been doing a little bit of everything over there. Let's talk about the player of your game, though, who kind of really stepped up. Let's talk about Kayshawn. 6 catches, 3 touchdowns, 1 pack, 3 tackles, 2 interceptions. What a game he had. Just to kind of tell a little bit about Kayshawn and how special he is.
It's the speed he has. The speed is a killer, and when he caught that pick 6, it ended the game for us.
Gotcha. So he definitely brings a lot defensively and offensively. I see you guys kind of move him over from running back to slot. So he's kind of playing the middle over there, so he's been able to kind of stretch the defense out a little bit. I guess Adrian also played really well. He had 4 catches, 3 tackles, and I think you guys also have Jay over here, the other Jay, 3 catches, and 2 tackles in the game. Texans, Shamar, you guys talk about spreading the ball. 3 catches, 1 touchdown. You had George, 4 interceptions this kind of past week. Do you think Eric's going to challenge and throw to George's side this week?
You better not.
Don't George play middle?
Oh, yeah.
He play everything.
He got interceptions in the middle, the left, the right. He was everywhere.
Eric, just don't throw his way wherever he at. Just don't throw. So I'm telling you.
So you think that's something you guys got to watch out for, or you think it's not going to be a hindrance to Eric?
How many picks he had last week?
4 picks.
4, so yeah, you we gotta watch out for.
Okay, I like it. You trying to got some
Look
respect
out for
over
the
it.
whole team. That's all.
All right, now Sid, let's kind of talk a little bit, or Dave, let's kind of talk a little bit. Now I think most people think Sid might be best quarterback in the league. Some people might say it could be Eric. Some people might say it could be Dave. Just kind of tell them you kind of like the ultimate weapon. I guess both of you guys are. What these Jags are going to be in for this week?
They're gonna be in for a ride.
Oh, I see.
They're gonna be in for a ride.
I promise you, Sid is way more interesting on the field. You got to come watch my man play. Let's go. So you said they're gonna be for a ride, man. So what's gonna happen this week, man?
They rusher. They're gonna have to rush 5 at me.
Oh, I like it. You come in, you gonna be one of the rushers, Jay?
I'll blitz you one time.
They corners slow, and they safeties they just bite on everything. So
Right, they suspect.
we're gonna have a fun day.
So I think what Sid is saying is he's going to give other teams the blueprint on how to destroy. You saying they fraud over there? They're a fraud 3-0 team?
They didn't play nobody.
Yeah, they ain't play nobody.
Oh,
Yeah.
how to beat the Jags. I think this is going to be tough for you guys. You guys haven't had much competition so far, and I think you guys will be challenged. Let's kind of run through the scores a little bit here. Dave, who you got winning this game, man?
Texans. Because you got Tyreek, taller rusher.
Yeah.
Just force Eric to throw the ball. So I got the Texans.
Now, the Texans rusher, did he give you a hard time kind of rushing you a little bit?
1 sack.
1 sack, so you was like work, it was easy for you?
No, it was a little challenge, but it was like I was able to move fast and I was releasing the ball.
And we all know that that's not Eric's game at all. All right, so who you got? What's the score?
I got Texans 30-12.
30-12. All right, Jay, what do you got, man? What do you got winning this game?
I got the Jags 26-12.
26-12, winning by 2 touchdowns. Who you got, Tariq?
I got the Texans.
Texans. And how many points y'all gonna win by, man?
By like 30.
30 points. See, I like that confidence, man. What you got, Sid? What's the score, man? I already know you're gonna blow them out, but what's the score?
Let me see. 45-0.
45-0. Damn. I mean, we're gonna see. This game, like I said, this game is gonna be very interesting for both teams, and we're gonna see where the Jags lie. I got them as one of the top contenders in the league, but you can't if you can't beat the Texans, you are no longer up at the top of the pyramid. But I think the Texans, I mean, they sound hungrier to me. They sound like they got something to prove. I think the Jags might be cruising, man, spending most of their time going out, laser tagging, double biking stuff, and singing interesting songs in vans. I think the Texans are gonna win. I think they're gonna shock the world this week. I got the Texans winning 30-14. I think this might be one of the weeks Eric might throw a couple interceptions. But hey, guys, come check out that game this week. That's at 12:30, and it's gonna be a great game. See you at the field.